What's going on YouTube? Uberman here. So, what happened to my video yesterday? Um, you're going to get it today. So, something happened yesterday. As the title suggests, the Jeep broke a drive shaft. The front drive shaft just blew itself to pieces. I was trying out the four-wheel drive, the part-time four-wheel drive in high gear, and it's like, all right, this is cool. I'll admit I don't really know much about Jeep's four-wheel drive. I read online that you can kind of shift in and out of four-wheel drive high on the fly. Maybe that's not correct. Maybe I broke the drive shaft. I don't know, but I'm cruising down the road. I pull the lever up, and we are in four high, and all's well with the world. And then I start feeling a vibration, and then that vibration turns into metal grinding, and then that turns into smoke. And I tried to take it out of four high because I was like, something's wrong. I tried while I was driving, shifting out of four high. Nope. I pulled over, put it in neutral, shifted out of four high into two-wheel drive, went back on the road, and it was still stuck. Like the four-wheel drive was just stuck. So I ended up having to drive it home. By the time I got to the house, there was so much smoke rolling out from under the Jeep, I knew I'd blown something up. I climbed under the Jeep, and there was nothing leaking, and I was like, what in the hell is going on? So after everything cooled off, I got back under there, and I couldn't find anything wrong. So I went out driving down the street, and the rattling got so bad. I mean, so bad that I just couldn't drive it anymore. I actually pulled over on the side of the road, climbed underneath it, and that's when I found where the drive shaft had gone bad. I actually had to reach up because I couldn't see it. I reached up, I grabbed the drive shaft, and I started turning it, and I felt it was wobbling. It almost literally dropped the drive shaft out of the Jeep. That can be very dangerous, not just to myself, but to other people on the road as well. This is a big, heavy piece of metal. If I'd been on the highway, this thing could do some damage to somebody.
All right, so this is the part of the front drive shaft that attaches to the transfer case. And as you can see, we almost dropped a drive shaft here. Metal pieces fell off when I was driving down the road. You know, I knew we had a problem. I was able to get it home, but yeah, we're gonna go get a new drive shaft from the pull-apart yard since we're gonna be out there today anyway. Here's the other side. It's still good. Right here is the transfer case where the drive shaft bolts up. That's where we ended up with the problem. Luckily, it didn't do any damage. Transfer case, yoke is still good. Come back over here, and this is where the drive shaft connects to the front wheel. Everything here looks good. You can see there's some dirt, sand, dust, and stuff in there. I'll clean it out before I put the new one in. And that should take care of everything. So let's get going.
All right, so even with all of that, I've got a receipt here from LKQ. I don't know if that's, there we go, LKQ. And we're going to go over what I was able to get yesterday. I got the crash bar, the bumper cover reinforcement. I got the styrofoam bumper filler. I got a hood. I got an outside door handle. I got the passenger door panel. I got a hood latch. And that is all for the G5. I was not able to find a set of headlights that were any good. I was not able to find a front bumper that was any good at all. Cobalts, G5s, everything they had, even in a different color, it was just gone. I still need to get the passenger side mirror. So we have to get the headlights, the passenger side mirror, and the front bumper cover. And then maybe we could, I found a nice set of aluminum wheels on a Cobalt, a really nice set. The tires were decent, and I figured they'd be cheap because they were still out in the yard on the car, and I was going to go back and pull them today. But when I asked them what the price would be, they told me $280. That's one of the things I don't like about LKQ is they can be rather expensive. I'm not paying $280 for a set of used wheels and tires to put on the car. That's not going to happen. So we're going to get pull apart today. Even though the Jeep broke and everything, we were still able to remove the drive shaft, get that thing to pull apart. I was able to fit a hood and everything else in the car. I mean, that Jeep is actually a really versatile vehicle. So very excited about that. Now we got to go out today and try to get the rest of these parts so we can get this car put back together, get it taken down to the DMV, because it's an '09. It's less than 10 years old, and they don't inspect it like you would think they inspect it. They just will come out and walk around the car. It's just a tag agency. There's no special place you go to. Literally a tag agency who probably has no idea about the mechanics or safety of a car. An agent will just walk out, walk around the car, look at your receipt for the parts. They don't even need VIN numbers or anything. Just show them a receipt. Doesn't even have to be... I could have just totally botched this and made up a receipt. They don't care. Just show them a receipt, and they will mark it off as a rebuilt title, and down the road you go. So the goal is try to get these parts. Let's get this car back together. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. It helps the channel grow, which helps me to buy more cars, do more videos on the content that you love. So do me a favor, click that like button. Please comment down below. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the little bell icon. If you don't click the bell icon, you don't get notified when a new video comes out, and I'm trying to do pretty regular videos. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.